All right. Well, Bev, if you could just start us off with your thoughts on obviously a big game here at home on Saturday.
Yeah, I think obviously we're not pleased with our result last week, and it's an opportunity to have another in-league match, an opportunity to continue to push for playoffs, and another opportunity for us to just continue to be what we believe we can be better at. And I think obviously we've got Angel City at home. We're back at home. I'm very excited to be back at home. We've obviously played Angel City earlier on away, so another opportunity for us to obviously expose what we feel we can against them, and come together as a group and use the fuel and the momentum with us not being happy with our result last weekend to push for this match.
Questions?
How are the new players integrating? I know they've had a few practices, but now it's been a few weeks. How's that looking?
Yeah, I think they're doing well. I think we've got, we've got good culture. We've got good players willing to immerse themselves very quickly, but also players willing to put their arm around them and say, hey, this is what's expected. This is what we do. This is how we do it. I think it says a lot about the way that they've come in and look to integrate themselves into the systems, but also a lot about the group that's here and their willingness to integrate them as quick as possible. So yeah, I feel very confident the more that time goes on, continuing to give them as much information as possible without overloading them. But yeah, very pleased with how they've come in, their attitudes in coming in, their professionalism in coming in, and their work ethic in looking to understand the systems as quick as possible has been fantastic.
Yeah, what'd you learn when you guys played out in LA that you can bring back to this game?
Yeah, I think for us, we've learned some things in that match, but we've also learned a lot about ourselves since the TWC Summer Cup type of time frame. So I think if we could put that in conjunction with what we've learned from that match, how they've evolved, how we've evolved, and put our best foot forth in how we believe we can essentially stop them, but also do exactly what we feel we can do in our moments.
How much of an urgency is there in the locker room to get a win?
Yeah, I think, it's really important that we understand that obviously we're in a playoff push, but we're also taking it game by game. We can't get too far advanced in the reference to what we're looking at. And if we do this, and if we do that, and if we do that, and someone else does this, and someone else, we just need to worry about us right now. We need to take it game by game. We need to understand that, remove the pressure from it and understand that we just need to perform and put our best foot forth and do what we can, and results will trail with that.
Is there more of a challenge that you're playing a team that's also in the same situation, trying to make that playoff? You guys are both right around the same.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I think for us, there's just more to it, isn't there? I think there's an opportunity for us to be in a very good position, but it also needs to be very focused on what we can attribute throughout the week to get the performance on the week. And it can't just be we show up and we want a specific performance. It has to be we're bought into what we're doing throughout the week. We're not putting too much pressure further out on ourselves, and we're taking this game as it's another game. It's another game. It's another opportunity for us to showcase who we know we are and what we can do. And again, I think we use the fuel from last game. We take our learnings from last game, and we continue to project ourselves forward.
Bev, in the last couple of games that she's played in, Zabella's been playing out wide on the wing. Wonder if you could talk about some pros and maybe even some cons of having her out wide versus more centrally.
Yeah, I think it's no secret. I think her and Lowe's relationship has been fantastic. I think they understand each other. I think in the references to the style of play that I'm looking to immerse with the group, their understandings of spaces that they're filling, how they're filling them, and what their rotations look like in those moments, I think has been very good and very natural. So I've been very pleased with that. And again, just continuing to push that relationship forward. Great question.
How much of an opportunity are you seeing this game specifically as Angel City's ahead of you only by 2 points? I mean, you could leapfrog them.
Yeah, I think it's really important that we obviously understand and hit it head on. Like the reality is we want a result. The reality is we would like to be in playoffs. The reality is we're pushing for all of these things, and we very much so believe we can do these things. But also the reality is if we continue to put all this, we need to understand this is the game plan. This is what we need to get done. This is what has to occur. We have to control our controllables on the day, and the result will take care of itself. We can't get in too far of a space that we don't need to be in. So for us, it's a very important game. It's massively important. I don't know how else to say that, but I think every game is important because every game is an opportunity for us to showcase where we're at, how we've progressed, where we've progressed, why we've progressed. And I think that's a part of the game.
Yes.
Good.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.